Hello everybody, Fab here with my promised update about the Dark Vengeance set that I've been working on. And as a status, I have all the Dark Angels finished now, and I will show you those. And I've started on the Chaos models, so I'll show you what I've done there. I've done a little bit of conversion work. But first, the Dark Angels, I've finished and based them. Well, they're waiting priming now. I haven't based this one. This is the Interrogated Chaplain special model, which already has a scenic base, so I didn't change anything there. Pretty awesome model, just epic. Then we've got the, I don't know, this is the Sergeant, I think. So I've done some sand on the base here and some little scenic stuff on that one. It's a pretty nice model as well. I really like the thing in the back there. The little standard he's got. We've got the Company Master, Balthazar. Again, on these models I didn't do any modification, I just did some basing work, but they're epic. Here his when I got him out of the sprue, the tip of that wing actually fell off, so I had to glue it back on. I love the bolter he's got with the strap, just cloak with all those little things, pretty epic. Got the Librarian, Tomiel. Just some moderate basing work on this one. His finger fell off when his little small finger, pinky, fell off when I got him from a sprue, so I had to glue that back on. It's plastic. It's kind of, it happens. It's not as flexible as resin, so I was very careful taking them out, but that just happens. You just gotta take care to do it in a space where you don't lose the parts, and then you can just put the parts back on. Let's look at some of the more normal guys. I also just did some very simple basing work here with the GW basing kit. Some stones. My plan for the base for these is to make it like an ash waste. So I'll prime them black and prime the bases, and I'll put some dry brush, a little bit of gray over it to get that ashen look. Let's have a look at some more here. I put some like wrecked stuff on there, some cogs for all the Infinity fans. Some cogs, no steam though. Although I guess the Interrogated Chaplain's got some steam coming out of the sensors, so it's like steampunk revival kit. This it's got a little bit of steampunk in there. Let's look at this guy. He's epic. Plasma cannon, pretty awesome. Just looks brilliant. I love the way the shoulder is just molded there. They're just epic. I didn't really want to change those because they're just awesome the way they are. And then we've got two more of the regular guys. I also did a little bit of basing work there. Look at this little dagger icon, sword icon. It just looks amazing. They're just cool models all around. Really love those. I've said this before, but it's really worth getting this kit. Then let's have a look at the Terminators. We've got the Death Wing Sergeant here. Of course, they have a bigger base, so this severed head was already on there. That's part of the model, and then I've just did some little bit of work, like metal stuff there. I love this one. Just love the chain fist. It's just so evocative. It's a really cool model. So I also gave him a little bit more of a base. You know, with those Terminators, you've got a bit more space. Here's one with an assault cannon, I think that is. Also with lots of details on that. You know, same theme as them all on the base there. And then we've got two more Terminator guys. There's a little metal plate with bullet holes in this one. And some shit at the back. The theme for the you know, ash waste for the base is going to be a little bit of debris in there. It's like an old ruined city, I guess. Nothing new, but it's just like my favorite style of base. And that's actually all of them, except for the bikes, which has some liquid green stuff on those just to smooth over the little, you know, if they're basically two parts. If you put them together, there's tend to be little gaps in the middle, so I'll smooth them over. I did on all the guns, actually drilled holes into them, and on the bikes, actually drilled out the exhaust pipes, because otherwise it just looks crazy. It just looks silly. I mean, you have such an awesome model and then you don't have holes there. That's just wrong. I tried to make it look like they're going over uneven terrain and like their stuff's coming off at the back. Gave my best. I'm drive a bike myself sometimes, so I just wanted to make this look right. Really love those. I think the wings are a bit over the top, but they're, you know, they're Dark Angels. It's the Raven wing. What can you do? And here again, try to make it, you know, make it look just dynamic. I mean, they're pretty dynamic. They have a pretty dynamic pose anyway, and I wanted to make it look like they're actually, you know, struggling a bit, going over terrain. So we'll see how that looks when they're actually primed and painted. Of course, you get updates when I'm actually finished painting the models. And sorry for my voice, by the way. I've been sick for days, just recovering from a cold. So that's all the Dark Angels. And then I have actually started assembling the Chosen. This one is just the way it comes out of the box. Didn't change anything on him. Same with this guy. I just basically green stuffed over some flaws that were there from putting them together. I just love the back here. I mean, they're awesome models. Just look at that. It's awesome. It's epic. And then to the other ones, I actually did some changes because I am planning to make this a Wordbearers army. So as you can see, I got some Wordbearers shoulder pads, they're metal, and actually took this guy's arm off and changed the pose slightly, I think, but you know, stuck the shoulder guards from the old shoulder pad back on. Just look at that. I just love the back. He's got like tentacles coming out of his backpack there, basically grabbing the bolter. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, so I did some conversion work there. Same with this guy, where I basically here I didn't really take the arm off. There's lots of liquid green stuff work there, but it's not as smooth as it could have been. But you know, I'm just learning how to do this stuff. So once again, I drilled holes everywhere, and then I basically tried to make those shoulder pads look like the other ones, and you know, make them part of my Wordbearers army, because I think they actually fit quite well. You know, they're kind of corn based, obviously, with the look of the models, but I think it actually works quite well like this. And for the champion, I actually did a bit of you know, epic model anyway. You know, if you look at it, it's just brilliant, looks awesome. And for him, I actually did a bit. You can't really see it right now because of all this green stuff. But basically, this is the old Wordbearers insignia. It's like a book with a flame which is supposed to be attached to a strap that comes off here. This actually doesn't look that good yet. As I gave him my best. I think it's going to be a lot better once it's actually painted. Put some detail on it. So basically, he's got the old word bearer icon hanging from the back there. I'm actually planning to make my army. I talked about this on Angels of Death. If you want to know more, just check that out, sixgun.org/Angels of Death. Basically, I want to have my word bearer army a bit of kind of like the pre-heresy word bearers. I mean, they're chaos space marines. So just from the look, I'll want to make the basically a little bit of the bottom of the armor gray, like they were going with the Ashways theme as well, but make them gray, and then the top in the new word bearer colors, and put, I just love the word bearer theme of just inscribing shitloads of stuff on every face of the armor, the word of Lorga, and I want to do a little bit of that, maybe on his axe, put inscriptions on it or something. We'll see. I'll try to do that. I'll try to mix up the old and the new word bearer style, because I really like the old style, but of course the new style, they went over to chaos, so you have to have some of that. My idea for it is that they are kind of maybe entered the warp at some point or something, at the end of the Horus Heresy, and then just been lost for nearly 10,000 years, and now surfacing and are more original word bearers than the actual word bearers that we know now that have been around. Something like that. I'll think of a backstory once I've got the color scheme worked out. Of course, I'll show you how they look once I've painted them. But basically, right now I'm just assembling them at the moment. So yeah, that's my update, my Dark Vengeance update. Awesome set. Great minis. I hope I have done them justice with the stuff I've done to them. I really like how they look. And I'll keep working on this. I know I'm slow. I've got lots of stuff to do, work and stuff, and I'm just working on this in my free time. But I'll keep you updated with how it goes and how everything's developing. How about that? And I hope you got a little bit of an inspiration, like Sean from Blue Table always says. And I hope you like these videos. And I'll leave you for now with these awesome figures. You should really think about getting those if you're interested in any of these armies. The Chaos Space Marine Codex just came out. I got my copy. It's got its own pre-order. So yeah, I'll let you know more about that, how my army develops and all that in a later video. So stay tuned and see you around.